Live, WJOL. All right, hope you can hear it. If not, tune into the radio, live stream. You got Team CK11, Carrie and Dino here. Let's put this somewhere where they can see us.
Hey guys.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. All right, at the back of your head, baby, you may want to turn a little bit. Should I close this door or no?
What's your call? You can if you want.
Is it hot in here? Or leave it up? No, it's good.
How long do you have? An hour? 45? 5 minutes?
Yes.
An hour? 45?
45. Well, 15 to 1.
Nice.
All right, we're live. Hope you're all watching. Yeah. Woo! Good morning, everyone. This is Carrie and Dino, your guest hosts. How are you, Carrie?
Hey Dino.
We are guest hosts here today on Curfin's House Talk on WJOL Radio, Thursdays from 12:15 to 1:15.
Actually it's afternoon, but you know, morning, afternoon.
Did I
We're
say
in that
morning?
order. You did.
Yep, not enough coffee this morning. What can I
Yeah.
tell you?
So, seeing as this is Curfin's House Talk.
And we are streaming live too on Facebook.
We are.
Team CK11 at Realtopia RE or Real Estate. Check out our Facebook page. If you search Team CK11, you can watch this fiasco happen live.
There you go. So, Curfin's Inspections. They
Absolutely.
specialize in home and commercial property inspections, mold remediation, radon testing, and they even offer thermal imagery and droning with each of their inspections.
I felt like I
Droning.
got thermal imaged on the way in here with the face mask and the temperature check.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like thermal imaging, right, Karen?
Yeah, well, that's the new norm. That's
We
the new
do
norm.
appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon. I got it right finally. Excellent. Got it right.
You did.
And again, don't forget, if you're not watching us or following us live stream on Facebook, it's Team, Team CK11. We'll get into what that means later. You can text us any questions that you may have at 708-712-8028. Again, that's 708-712-8028. You're probably wondering what questions to text us. This is not sex talk. This is real estate questions, please. Save the other questions for a possible Saturday night show we might have.
Keep it PG, people. Keep it PG.
And again, you can also text us a text code to TMCK11 at 59559. We should probably tell them, Carrie, where we're from.
Yes, we are from Realtopia Real Estate. We are Illinois licensed agents, real estate agents. I am Carrie. I have many names. I go by Carrie Ray. Right now, I'm Carrie Pappas. I am actually.
She's official.
I am officially married to this man. So, but many of you know me by Carrie Ray. And this is Dino Pappas. And
I may just change it just to Dino. I'm not sure if I'm going to
Okay.
keep the last name
Just
kind of
like
like
Cher.
Cher, but right now Dino Pappas, that's what my license is. We are licensed Illinois real estate agents.
We said that, yes.
We did say that, but you know, I like to get that out there. We are professional. We do have to follow rules and regulations. And everything that our clients tell us, I love to stress this point, is confidential. Remember that, everyone. It is confidential. Anything you tell a real estate agent goes no further than here. And not only when you're working with us, but forever.
Ever and ever.
That lasts longer than my first marriage of forever. But anyways, I digress.
All right, Dino.
Carrie, what's hot in the market today?
Right. Everything is hot.
Everyone asked that, right? What's hot in the market?
Yes, everything is hot. But you know, rates are still low. Interest rates.
Rates are low, and Carrie is right. Everything is hot in the market.
Yeah.
Whether you got a 2-bedroom, you got a 3-bedroom, you got a townhouse, you got a ranch, you're renting a little apartment.
Yeah.
I'm checking right now to see what the rates are, Carrie.
It's a seller's market though right now.
It is a seller's market.
Yes. In these times of COVID, you know, everybody working from home. What do people want? People want more office spaces. You know.
And can we just say a quick question about the working from home? Honestly, it is tough. We feel your pain.
Yeah.
I have been fortunate to be working from home for quite a few years, which is great because most of the time Everybody was working out of the house, out at their office. I had the whole place to myself besides me and the dogs.
Yeah, you and your two little co-pilots.
Now, we've got a whole house of people, and it
Wow.
gets noisy. And it's hard when you're doing your Zoom calls, and it's hard when you're trying to have a conversation on the phone with somebody. So, you know, when you're looking for a house, you may want that more space. Right, Karen?
Right, right. Unless you do a Zoom call where you want all that
Distraction and noise in the background.
and your disco light bulb going on, but yeah, mostly people who work from home want the quiet space and the nice home office. So that's what, you know, people are starting to look for that now. The new norm, right, you know?
Well, we got our first question in, Karen, via text.
We have a
This
question.
comes from a gentleman, I think they're in the, what did they say here? In the Crest Hill area, I'm sorry, Lockport, saying, I want to list my home. How is the market? Oh, they must be, there must be a 30-second delay. The market is hot. They're like, should I wait?
Sellers, still a seller's market right
Still
now.
a seller's
Still a
market.
seller's market,
He asked a great question though. Should he wait? When's the right time to sell?
you know?
I think everyone's needs are different, right, Karen?
Yes, everyone's needs are different. If you have to move, you have to move. But, you know, if you have time to wait, that's, you know, everybody's different. But it's still a good market for selling your home right now, listing it.
Absolutely. I mean, getting back to what we were saying before though about quiet space, the home. I've talked to many clients and even many friends who are now Zooming from home or they're working from home remotely. And what used to be someone's office is now their spouse's office and they gotta work in the basement.
Or
So-
the dining room table, I get that a lot.
That is true, the dining room table, that's a good one. I mean, that's where I've worked many a times out of the dining room table.
Yeah.
Not the most private, not the most quiet, so I can totally relate.
It's convenient for, you know, eating and working at the same time.
I know that we've had a lot of people requesting whether it be a spare bedroom, and it might not be a designated office, but you turn something into an office, whether it's a corner of that basement, whether it's another bedroom.
Theater.
I'm not a fan of keeping a bedroom, an office in the bedroom. Why? You may get up early for work, your spouse or
Still
your
snoozing on the-
significant
still
other might
snoozing
still be
over there.
snoozing or putting on the aerosol spray. So that gets kind of noisy in the background if you all know what I'm talking about.
Aerosol sprays.
Yeah, you know what's going on. I'm gonna go check our live feed here on the Facebook. I'm gonna have you talk about our next topic there.
What else?
Hello to everyone out in Facebook. I'm yelling in the background.
Yes, he is. Annoying. Millennial home buyers are big in this market right now. I guess they're done renting. I guess they're starting to buy.
Well, you know what? You're absolutely right about that. They're, from what we've read and we've talked to, you know, they're very internet savvy. They've grown up with this technology.
Huge.
They're doing their
Over
research.
my head.
Well, they're well researched.
Yes.
And I think they're able to figure out their wants and their needs, but I do feel that we do lend a great service to them. Whenever we're talking with the client, we ask them those hard questions, and we come right up front and tell you that we're gonna ask you those hard, challenging questions. Don't be offended, but it's our job to make sure we know what your needs and your wants are for that home that you're looking to buy or that apartment you're looking to rent.
Yeah.
And same too when people are selling. There's a lot of questions that you have to ask yourself in that situation to make sure that, you know, are your numbers or your figures realistic on what you're gonna get the price of your house for, correct?
Right. And do you really need 3 fireplaces?
I know, that's a tough one. I would, you know, I'm the lover, not a fighter, so for me, the fireplaces are essential
Yeah.
in a home. Maybe one, maybe I could settle for one.
You know, with the stay-at-home and all that, wine cellars, you know.
The wine cellars are nice.
Stocked, fully stocked.
How about just a wine fridge? Would that work? And that's easily added in a home now. And that's a great feature to have upgraded
Yes.
too for a house.
Good
Like,
gift.
and we'll talk about those later, about those kitchen refreshes, a wine fridge. We've toured many homes, helping people purchase that. There's a wine fridge in the kitchen, there's a separate wine fridge in the bar area. It may seem redundant, but sometimes you have those parties where everything's always just going on in the kitchen, and there might be a separate bigger function where your party's in the basement by the bar.
So-
Another key area of what's up,
Do
Karen?
we have another question?
We got a question.
Where
Excellent.
somebody wants to know, where are the curtains? Where are the Kerfins?
I'm gonna guess the Kerpins are out on a home inspection.
They,
We did not pry into their lives, we don't know exactly where they're at,
but they are busy,
but we were
busy.
honored. We were
Yes.
honored that they asked us to be on the radio here today for this Kerfins Hour. Speaking of Kerfin home inspections, you know they specialize in commercial property inspections, Care?
Yes.
Mold
they do.
remediation and radon testing. They even offer thermal imagery. I swear, I think I had that done to me on the way in here today. And droning with each of their inspections. And we're gonna talk why inspections are important
Yes,
a little later on in this hour show.
yes.
And we got a lot planned for you today. And we're gonna kind of piecemeal it out slowly, want you to digest that information.
We just
I would
want to
offer
know
you
who
a
they are.
800 number here to the studio, but we're not quite sure what that is, but feel free to text us at 708-712-8028 with any questions you may have concerning real estate. Carrie and I both represent buyers and or sellers. We sold everything from mobile homes through $500,000 mansions, beautiful estates, to condos with luxury living. So we feel pretty well versed in your different needs for real estate.
Yes, 100%.
Especially now, in today's market, we're finding, again, it is a hot home sellers market.
Yeah, and the homes that we find under 300,000 are moving pretty quick these days.
Yep, and
Yeah.
those seem to be the biggest movers, right, Karen?
Yeah, they are. Those luxury homes, they're
Take a little bit
a
longer.
little bit longer, but they're still moving, but it's not as fast as those less expensive homes on the market.
Hey, we got 3 people watching us on the live. Hello, 3 live people on the Facebook.
He's all about his Facebook Live. If any of you know, if you like us on Facebook, Team CK11 page, you'll see Dino on Facebook Live a lot, all the time.
Sometimes, I wouldn't
Me,
say a
not
lot.
so
I
much.
forget, sometimes I
I'll
put it
say
to my
hi.
personal profile, but either one, if they like it.
Yeah.
You know what we should have done? We should have had some sort of like a giveaway or a contest, but we totally forgot that. I'm sure there's a lot of legal rules we gotta stick to.
Yeah.
Maybe for next time, we'll figure that one out.
Next time, guys.
Uh,
So,
Yeah, go ahead, Karen.
you wanted to talk about rental units with
You know,
pets.
you fought me on this one about
Yeah.
bringing up rental units with pets. We found, especially in today's market, people, and out there, you guys can probably relate with us, if you've got pets and you're looking to rent or buy, there's various
It's hard.
different association rules, whether it be pet weight or pet limit. You wanna buy a house in a subdivision, they don't allow fences, and you don't want your poor puppy on a tie-out. It's key, and definitely rental units, if you're a landlord, I know that there's concerns of letting people rent with pets, but it's definitely a way to expand your market, I feel,
Yeah, for
of your
sure.
potential client. Right, Karen?
Right. I know people are apprehensive when it comes to letting pets in there, but there's a lot of them out there that need
Need good homes.
with their friendly
Good
pets.
homes,
Yes.
even if it's like an apartment or a condo.
Yeah,
I mean, the
yeah.
backyard is definitely a benefit,
It's a plus. Yeah.
especially if you got puppies. Cats, they like the indoors. I don't think I've ever seen anyone walk a cat on a leash.
No, I'm not.
Other than like maybe like on an Instagram post, and I think those are staged, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna think those are staged.
Yes,
You know, we've been talking about all this hot stuff, and it's getting kinda hot in here,
it is.
but what's not hot, Karen?
Well, contractors right now are super hard to get on a schedule. They're out a week
Well,
or two.
because their business
They
is so
are
hot, right?
so
They're
busy.
so swamped with work.
Yes.
I mean, everyone's staying home with the staycation. Everyone, if you're not
Right.
handy, you're hiring a contractor.
Right.
And not just you, so are all your neighbors and friends. So, I mean, we've seen 4 to 8 week lead times to get people out. If you're, so we definitely say plan ahead, whether it be a plumber, whether it be a roofer, you got a bigger project you're looking to do, you definitely want to plan ahead.
Right.
Everyone is just way so busy.
Oh my gosh, yes, so, could be 4 to 8 weeks out, so you just gotta be prepared. Someone's asking for that text number again,
Yeah, I think I stepped all over my words. So the text number, if you should text us, is 708-712-8028.
Yes,
Let me put my radio voice on. The number you're looking for is 708-712-8028.
right.
Thank you for answering that question.
Nice voice.
Again, any real estate questions you may have,
Yeah, shoot 'em
concerns,
away.
observations,
Fun
text
facts.
text them on
anything
through.
like that. Yes, so we had this question kind of earlier, but when is the right time to sell? Again, anytime, people need to move at any point, but historically, the transactions are a little bit higher in the spring, you know, and.
Spring and summer, I
Yeah,
think spring and summer.
Real estate, spring market, many people don't know, but it does start kind of early, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
It's kind
Spring
of,
market starts
in
February
February.
15th. I think
Yeah.
it's all those people pop in the big question, giving the ring, and then the next day they're like, hey,
right?
let's get a house. This little apartment is too small for us. I
Right,
need that quiet space away from you, because when I'm on my Zoom, I don't want to hear you snoring at 6:30 in the morning.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But, I mean, even in the winter, if you have to move, people do. The selling market out there is limited, so the buyers that come to see your house, they're more serious. And it's better for, you know, the
Absolutely,
serious buyers.
absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
the wintertime, I know you just said it's a serious buyers. The nice thing is you're not getting the loosey-loos. You're not getting the people who are just kind of out,
In the winter,
trying to
because
figure
it's
out.
bad weather.
Because
Yeah.
who wants to go out in the winter in Chicago? Unless it's maybe down for like a hot chocolate or ice skating at Millennium Park. Otherwise, I mean, you want to be nestled inside of your fireplace, making some of that warm cider, or having a mimosa. You know, I don't know what people want to drink during the winter, but mimosas are always nice in the morning.
Yeah. Hot chocolate, how about some hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate. How about little Baileys in the hot chocolate? Does that work?
Do we need an AA intervention over
We
there?
might. We're gonna do that Friday night here about 7:30 if they got a free time slot. We're gonna come back if they'll have us.
So getting your home ready to sell though, that's kind of a big,
Oh my gosh, we've had mixed reviews on this from clients. Cause let's be honest, I know when I moved, there was so much to get rid of. I don't know where this all got collected from, or where it was saved from the years, or stuff that I needed to have. But again, it's a process.
right,
It takes people, could be months to clear stuff out. And if you want my personal opinion from having done it myself, donate it, trash it, give it away, sell it on Facebook Marketplace or on what other sites people use.
right. But even before
Don't
you,
bring it with you because you're not gonna use it. It's just gonna go back into a box
yeah,
and be stored in your big old basement that
some
you
of
just
us
got.
may end up on the hoarders. So, you know. But, I mean, even before that, are you thinking about selling? How do you go about that? What is the first thing you do? I mean, call a professional, call us. We'll help you, we'll talk you through it, the steps of it. You don't have to sell right away, but for future knowledge of what you need to do in order to get your house ready.
Absolutely. I
these-
mean, there's certain things that when you're selling your house, you're gonna wanna do. Other things you won't, or it's gonna be a minor issue that you don't need to address necessarily, or is not as important on what buyers are looking for in a home. Like, we know one, for instance, is that fresh paint. Fresh paint in a house, and you'll see every magazine you're looking at and every house you may have toured online, whether it be through the various sites or Realtor.com. They've got the gray interior, they've got the white painted
Yes.
trim and doors. That's your competition. I know it's kind of plain for some people, and they may not want to paint.
Yeah, why is gray? Why is gray still sticking around?
That
I
is-
love it.
It's
But what's
cool.
the next
Let's be
color?
cool.
I mean, gray right now, I get it.
I
because
know,
of
could it be pink?
COVID, and I
Lavender
love pink.
to-
You know, pink is like Pepto-Bismol.
I
It's like,
personally
nah.
think, because we are into gray modes, and 20 years ago or 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, the big pops of color,
Yeah.
accent walls. I'm seeing more and more accent walls coming into play, but they're not the big bold pops of color.
Yeah,
It's more of
subtle accents.
subtle
right?
accents,
Yeah.
a lighter tone. I'm not gonna say pastels, but they're the grayish hues within other color families.
Yeah, but when we get tired of these grays, what color do you think we're gonna go into? I don't know. You're kind of the designer guy.
I'm hoping for more warmer, livelier colors,
Yeah.
especially coming off of this year of the COVID 2020, which
Right.
I know we've
We're
all
gonna
been
need
really,
some color after
we're gonna
this.
need some, a little bit of happy color in this.
Sunshine. How about a bright yellow? How about a wall of bright
I'm
yellow?
not sure about bright yellow, but a brighter shade of yellowish gray, maybe, that may fly for some people.
Maybe not.
I mean, definitely consult an interior designer or decorator. Ultimately, what we say to
No,
people
but-
too is, if you're not selling right away, you're gonna have to live with that color. Put a color you like.
Yeah. What makes you
Ultimately, your
happy?
house is gonna sell. May take a little bit longer, but it's gonna sell.
Yes.
Let's be honest. I mean, we've had people not wanna paint. People who were adamant on saying they're selling this house the way it is because they put all this love into these colors, let the new owner deal with it. This is going back a couple of years ago with a client that was looking. And, you know, they still bought the house, they had it decorated accordingly to their tastes, but it still moved. Not as quickly as that homeowner was looking to sell it, but it still moved.
But even colors aside, it still just gives it a fresh, fresh coat, freshness in the house,
You're gonna get that nice fresh
Smells
paint
now.
smell, kinda like
Yeah.
the new car smell, that
right?
fresh paint smell. That's a thing on a house, people, that really is.
We need to get that new house spray to spray around.
Hey, don't say that on the radio, we're giving away our $1 million idea here.
Darn it.
I got a text in here, somebody's asking, how do you determine between wants and needs for first-time home buyers? Did you leak our cheat sheets here today to the people out there?
Yeah, sorry, I put that out there earlier.
Wow, honestly, that's a question that's coming up later. But before we get into that one, I'm like, holy cow, how do they, it's like word for word. If I was a teacher, I would flag that grade there.
We'll get to that. But yeah, back to, getting things ready, yeah. The painting is huge, decluttering, just cleaning, That magic eraser.
That is your
works
friend.
Wonders. I
Magic
love
eraser
that thing.
is your friend.
It
And
gets,
if it doesn't come out with magic eraser,
then it's not coming out.
get some paint. Get some kills, cover up those stains. And if you can't do it yourself, you better schedule that contractor a good 4 to 8 weeks early to get them out there.
You gotta plan ahead.
And as I always recommend, get 3 quotes and find the one that you're most comfortable with, that you feel is gonna do the best job for you.
And fits your needs.
And that fits your needs and your
Yeah,
time
of
frame
course.
too.
Of course, but yeah, decluttering is huge. You gotta have people seeing themselves in your house, not your stuff in, their future home. So you wanna make sure all that clutter is put away, the pictures and whatnot. And
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's why we say call us first. If you don't wanna reach out or actually give us here's a great thing.
Yeah.
When you're looking to sell your house, you're kind of in control. So why not have a professional on your side helping you getting ready to sell, whether it's in 3 days, 3 months, or even 3 years. There's things you can start doing that will help you get prepped, because that 3 years goes by quick.
Right,
Believe it or not. I know I say it now, we're all sitting here in the afternoon, kind of hungry, or eating our lunch,
I'm hungry.
and, well, I'm sorry, we'll give you a bite after this radio show. So, yeah, definitely, I mean, send us a text, a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
We reply to everything, some sooner than others. Sometimes we don't even see them where they're popping up or the messages are coming through. Speaking of messages, I'm gonna run over to the live feed and see how many people are watching us.
Hello, everybody.
We got 2. We bored somebody where they came off. That's okay.
Right.
Maybe they had to get back to that Zoom meeting or that conference call.
Yeah, people are busy, middle of the day, that's what happens. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
company ready, you talk to me about company ready, you say this. Who uses that term anymore? Company ready houses.
It's I relate company ready to sort of Netflix and chill. No, or I guess not. I guess if
No,
someone's
Netflix
coming to
and chill is
Netflix
more
and chill,
like
they don't care, right?
blankets all over and, if it's our kids, there's cups all over, yeah.
True. Well, company ready, you're gonna put away the
Company's
unnecessary things, get your pantyhose and bras out of the bathroom, or as I hang my underwear on a drying rack, put that stuff away.
coming.
Don't even ask me why I do that. It's,
That's
you know,
another
that's
conversation with
that's
a
yes,
psychologist, psychiatrist.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's not for this one.
So company ready.
Yeah. Nice, neat.
Yeah, exactly. Nice, neat, clean, fresh.
Mhm.
Put in some air fresheners,
Oh.
candle, but don't leave it on when you're leaving. But you want to put away all those items
Right.
and make it look fresh, nice, and neat.
Yeah, and smells, odors in the house,
Odors and smells are not your friend.
They are not your friend, no. And sometimes you don't know because you live there,
You get that, like the commercial says, you're nose blind, right? Or
Right.
nose,
something like that, that sounds.
the nose knows, no, that's different.
The
But
nose doesn't
but
know.
when somebody walks in, their nose knows that what's
Yeah,
going on
for
in his
sure.
house. Or you
Pets,
have a cat or a
smoke,
dog,
yes.
smoke.
Children,
Oh,
dirty children, no.
Dirty shoes in the closet.
Yes.
Don't get me started with that one.
So, just, it feels better when you walk into a place and it smells pleasant in there. You wanna be there, cause it smells homey, looks nice.
Well, absolutely, and I think people also, are worried about, is that smell gonna go away? Or what is it gonna cost us to get that smell out of the house once we have moved in? And the thing we're realizing is, and we're gonna cover this later also, people want turnkey. And what do we mean by turnkey? They wanna move in, unpack their boxes, and live in the house.
Yes.
The days I feel of the fixer-upper, or somebody moving in who's handy, I don't think any of us have time, and let's be honest, nowadays, with working from home, you know,
Well,
you may have off that day, but your spouse might not, so
Right.
can you really start making all that noise and getting your place ready? But people just don't want to, or they don't have the knowledge how to,
Exactly.
let's be honest.
Yeah, or, you know, the extra funds or any of that.
Absolutely.
They just might not wanna do it. They wanna come in and live.
Live and enjoy the house they
Yes.
just purchased.
Exactly,
Very true.
exactly.
So yeah, odors and smells are not your friend. Any pile of magazines that I'm notorious for, something's leaving on the
Oh.
coffee table, put those away, throw them in the
Stack
recycling
like
bin.
A year's worth of magazines.
Again, 6 months.
Oh.
A year's being a little
I
excessive.
don't
Come on,
know. I
let's
could
be
go back
honest.
and look.
That's a little excessive.
And then they don't go in the trash. They get hidden somewhere. Like,
No,
even the
recycling
guy-
bin. Well, there are those couple that I do put in like a reading room or third
I
bedroom.
suppose. Okay, there's some good recipes in some of those magazines.
Ah,
I
see,
have
I
to
knew
admit.
I'd get her to my side.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes,
we've been,
we've been yapping
I
here.
know.
I'm sure everyone's probably wondering what happened to the Kerfins. If they text us, we'll let you know, but right now, I'm going with either need a day off or on a home inspection. And I'm gonna guess by how hard they work, they're on a home inspection. You know, they specialize in home and commercial property inspections, mold remediation and radon testing. Yes, people, this is the commercial coming at you.
Yeah.
They even offer thermal imagery and droning with each of their inspections.
It's pretty popular.
And while we're on a commercial break here, let's talk about
Us.
Facebook and Instagram and Team
Talk about
CK11. Let's have you come out to our page, like us, throw a comment, put up a picture of a fun house you've seen or your latest remodel. We love the real estate industry.
Oh, I love
We
to see
love
the
seeing what
models.
people are doing, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's
Oh,
giving us great ideas. I mean, I remember we were on a showing. Actually, no, we were in an open house. We're showing this house and we're walking through it and we're taking a look at, because if somebody comes in, we need to talk about this home. Found the best idea, the pull-down spice rack.
Yep.
We saw it there, we're like, wow, this is a great idea. Why do we not have this in our kitchen? What did I do that next Monday? Ordered it online. I did search the local stores first and nobody had it. Ordered it online and had it in a couple days.
Yep.
It was
It's nice,
nice.
especially for us that are vertically challenged and can't reach to the top. Yes,
True,
my daughter
true.
Kelsey, yes.
Hey, didn't you have to give a shout out here today to somebody?
Oh, hello, Mary Peters.
Hello, Mary.
She is one of my good friends that gave me some advice to get into this crazy world of real estate.
She did. I didn't know that. Is that why you got into real estate?
She did. Well, not the only reason, but you know, I love it. I love it. I love it. Before I had a different career, I was an assistant, was a secretary in a real estate office. It was very interesting to me. It's a different world than it is now, but you know, I love listening to people and their stories. It's their backgrounds, love meeting their families, their pets. I love pets. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a dog person.
She loves pets,
Oh my
especially dogs.
You know, every day it's something new. New people, new properties, new obstacles.
I would say
Not
challenges. I'd say
obstacles.
challenges and opportunities to excel in the real estate
Yes, I
profession.
suppose,
I'll
that's
put a
good.
positive spin on this. Believe me, sometimes there's obstacles, even within ourselves.
Yeah,
Just,
and,
you know,
going to the closing table, seeing these people make the biggest purchase of their life, pretty much, unless, you know,
you're buying a
What
Lamborghini.
else is-
Is that what we're saying, a
yeah,
Lamborghini? That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, but, you know.
But if not a Lamborghini, you know, a home
super
purchase.
exciting,
is
giving those
the most
keys
expensive.
over. Yeah, first time home buyers, you remember how that is?
It's
you know?
fulfilling. I mean,
Huge, I love it.
absolutely. I have to agree with you 150%.
What,
People say, oh, you got into real estate for money. No. Believe me, don't get me wrong. I got to pay my
the
bills.
money's- yeah,
Everyone's got to
helps.
pay their bills. And
Good job.
but the flexibility, working with people, helping someone find a home that maybe not be their forever home, but is their right now home for the next 10 to 15 years, is fulfilling more than I ever thought it would have been.
Yeah,
And that, I think, at the end of the day, whether again, it be small mobile home, an apartment they're gonna live in the next year or two, or their home that's gonna be there until their kids go to college,
yeah.
has really been a blessing, because you really get to
Yes.
help people, and you make, if they weren't your friends before, they're your friends afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And you've now got somebody that you see on a regular basis, or you may talk to them regularly, or they like your Facebook page and they comment on your posts.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a little different now, especially with COVID, everything's so remote. Even going to closing, there's closings that we've had to sit outside. You know, we're there for moral support for our clients before they go into the closing table. They don't want us in there. They got the key people at that closing table, the buyer and the seller for sure. And when they come out, we congratulate them and wish them the
Yes,
best on their
yes.
new home purchase
I
or
know.
sale.
Sometimes you click those cheesy pictures with the, I just bought a new home, yay, with the
Heck
sign
yeah,
around.
those are the best.
Yeah, those are the best, they are. They're fun, it's just getting to know these people, I love it.
It's great, absolutely. So let me ask you a question now, Kara. We're talking about the selling and the buying process already. I've got a legit question, and we've had people ask this, do I really need a home inspection? And no, this isn't a blatant plug
No, this
for
is
Kerfin
aside from
inspections.
that, but heck yeah.
We'll get to the blatant plug later, but do you really need a home inspection?
Yes, heck yeah, it's super important. When I first got into this business, there are things, Dino knew a lot, but I'm going around with inspectors going, wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know what that was. What is this and that? And you'll learn a lot from it too, on our end. But for your end, when you're out there looking at your house that you're gonna purchase, they might point out something that you wouldn't know walking around, and, they find a lot of good
Or bad stuff with the house.
Well, I mean that, yeah.
And that's the best thing about it is, yeah, you can buy it and come across these unsuspected surprises later where you may be upset or devastated, depending what it is, or what the cost could be.
Right.
So at least if you're buying it, you're not buying it with the unknowns. There'll always be unknowns. I feel they help uncover most of those unknowns, especially
Yes.
when they're doing a moisture test around the window.
Yeah.
Is that still leaking? A case in point,
Right.
us specifically, we were looking at a house. Thank God it happened to rain on the day of the inspection, because we saw the waterfall feature over the window of water coming into the home when it was raining.
Right?
Again, waterfall
that's an
feature was
extra
not
price
supposed
for
to be
that.
there. Just in case you're wondering, that is not a feature of a window, or shouldn't be.
That, or the addition's about to fall off the side of the house, and we wouldn't have seen that, without a house inspection.
Absolutely. And then even with home inspections too, you wanna do your radon testing. Why? It's a gas, you can't see it, you can't smell it.
Right.
Is it gas? It's a gas, it's radon.
It comes from the ground.
From the ground. You may have, your neighbor might not, but if you're purchasing a house, definitely would recommend, again, there's those couple things that home inspection, radon test, and even a wood, they call it wood boring infestation on the
Termite.
documents. But
Termite
you want a bug
inspection.
inspection, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You don't want termites or carpenter ants.
No. Who wants to have a house with termites?
Yeah, absolutely not. Or any other bugs that may damage your home. Again,
Right.
purchasing the home, the key is knowing what you're getting. And if you're okay with purchasing it, ultimately, you're gonna be a happy homeowner, and you're not gonna have that buyer's remorse or regret that when you do realize, like, wait a minute, why do I have 3 feet of standing water in my basement? That's never good.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, yeah, we always recommend that you get a home inspection, for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
Just
And you know what,
makes your life
speaking of home
better.
inspections, if you need to call a home inspector, call Kerfin Inspections. They specialize in home and commercial property inspections. And we're not even covering commercial properties today, us personally here.
Right.
Maybe we'll do that for another show if the Kerfins want us back. But definitely for your residential home, you wanna make sure, if their inspection, they're gonna know if you've got, to do mold remediation, radon testing. They even offer thermal imagery. And let me finish the rest of this here. Droning with each of their inspections.
Yes.
Why thermal imagery? Some things you can't see with the naked eye, so they're gonna thermal image a wall. They're gonna get their device and point it to the wall and see if there's cold spots or hot spots, maybe
Right.
insulation issues. That way, you're gonna know what you're getting when you purchase this home.
Right, right. So top renovations, what do you think about, what are your thoughts on,
We've had people ask us
Those
that
are.
before at top renovations. Here's the thing, depending how long you're gonna be in your house for, a lot of it's very specific to the individual seller. But if we're speaking generally across the real estate market, on different things that we've seen or that we've read, garage door is key, you know, it's gonna give your, and a lot of these play, and
Yes,
Carrie
garage
disagrees
door.
with me on this.
I don't disagree, you do need
Disagree.
a good garage door for, you know, you don't want something that's falling apart, but, I mean, we spend a lot of time in the kitchen and bathroom. Kitchen and bathroom are huge, but I guess the outside, you wanna pull up and say, ooh, this looks really good.
Did you say curb appeal? I think I heard you say curb appeal.
I know, but, I mean, if